Welcome to Novel Writers Tonight. Our guest is Greg from Agile Writers and Beth, a first-time novelist. Greg, I'm wondering, what exactly is a novel?
Thanks, Sally. A novel is a fictional narrative. That means it's a made-up story. It's not a retelling of an actual event.
Could it be a personal story, like a memoir or autobiography?
Usually not, Beth. A novel has a pretty well-defined set of peaks and valleys. Real-life stories tend to move pretty steadily.
What is the difference between literary stories and genre fiction?
Oh, great question. Literary stories are strong in style and depth of character. Such books as To Kill a Mockingbird or Catcher in the Rye are literary stories.
What about genre stories?
Genre stories focus on narrative, dialogue, and plot. They're usually your westerns, science fiction, romance and such. At Agile Writers we focus on genre fiction.
So, how do you get started writing an Agile novel?
An Agile novel is hero-based. The hero is your central character or protagonist. Regardless of whether the protagonist is male or female, we still call them the hero.
What kind of topics will I be writing about?
The Agile novel is commercially viable. You'll pick a specific audience, a genre, and fairly moderate topics. Pretty much what you'd expect to find on the bookshelves at your local bookstore.
How big is an Agile novel?
An Agile novel weighs in at about 250 pages, or about 60,000 words.
Pages? How do I know how long a page is?
At Agile Writers, we use Times Roman 12-point font, 1-inch margins, and double spacing. This way each page amounts to about 250 words. That's about the number of words on a single page of a paperback novel. So, you have a pretty good approximation and are likely to come in at the 250-page mark.
But why 250 pages? What's so special about that?
Well, there are costs associated with producing a paperback book. Much more than 250 to 300 pages, and the price goes up, making the book harder to sell.
Is that the only reason?
There is also the fact that a publisher may not want to take a risk on a first-time novelist's 800-page tome. Once you've had a few successes, then you might be able to sell that larger novel.
Wow, thanks a lot. I want to thank our guests Beth and Greg from Agile Writers. Tune in next week when we discuss the Agile Story Abstract, the first and necessary beginning to your Agile novel.